Hey boys and girls, Miss Evans here, and I wanted to do another math lesson on the parts of number. And today we're going to look at the parts of the number 4. If you look behind me, I have our I can statement. It says, I can describe the parts of number 4. And if you look here, I have the different combinations to make the number 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to make the number 4. So, before we get started, I have some dot plates, so we're going to practice a little bit. You remember these dot plates when we learned how to do number talks, and we looked and we realized how many dots we see, and then we looked to see how many ways do we see it, or what combinations do we see. So let's look at this first plate. I see the number 5. Do you see 5? And one way I see it is 4 and then 1. You could also maybe say I see 3 and then 2. Those are two combinations to make the number 5. All right, let's look at the next dot plate. I have the number 6. Let's see what ways we see. I see 3 and 3. I also see 4 and 2. Did you see that? All right, let's try another one. And this is the number we're going to be working on today. The number 4. What combinations do you see? I see 2 and 2. Do you see any other ways? Let's practice. Okay, so what I have here is our part whole mat. This looks familiar because you guys have done this with your teachers. So at the bottom we have our whole number, which happens to be the number 4. And we're going to practice moving the parts to make different combinations to make the number 4. So let's start. I'm going to start by moving 1 over there. So that means I'm going to have to put the other 3 on that side. So I'm going to move those 3 to that part. So can we describe it? Let's describe it. 1 and 3 is 4. Let's practice another way. What if I move another one on that part? That's going to show me 2 and 2 is 4. What if I move another one on this part? That's going to show me 3 and 1 is 4. And if I move all of them on this side, oops, that's okay. Magnets sometimes are tricky. If I move all 4 over here, that means how many are in this part? 0. So that's 4 and 0. Now that was only 4 combinations. What could I do to get the 5th one? Could I flip it and put all 4 over here? And now I have 0 and 4. Remember, before we had 4 and 0. Now I have 0 and 4. So I'm going to show you another way to do that using something electronic. You can use things at home, like I have 4 markers, and you can play the game like the missing number. So remember, we always say how many we are working with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put some behind my back, or put them all behind my back. And I'm going to only show you part of 4. Let's practice. So if I'm showing you, how many are in my hand? 0. How many are behind my back? If you guessed 4, you are correct. So that's 0 and 4 is 4. Let's try again. What if I did, I'm showing you 1. How many are behind my back? Did you guess 3? So 1 and 3 is 4. Let's try another one. Can you guess what I'm going to show you? What about, I'm showing you 2. So that means 2 are behind my back. 2 and 2 is 4. What's another way I could show you? Oh, I know. I'm showing you 3. So how many are behind my back? Did you guess? 1? Good job, friends. 3 and 1 is 4. And then there's another combination. If I show you 4, let me show you all 4. That means I have 0. 4 and 0 is 4. So I'm going to write our different combinations over here. Excuse my chair moving. So we said 0 and 4 is 4. We also said 1 and 3. See? 1 and 3 is 4. And then I can do 2. What's the other part? 2 is 4. What if I had 3 on this side? What's the opposite of 3? When we're working with 4? That's 1. And then we're going to draw it with 4. And that means the other part is going to be 0. Boys and girls, this was fun. So before I go with you guys, I wanted to show you a quick ActivInspire. Same thing. You can use magnets at home. You can use things that you have at home if you want to. You can use the dry erase board where you actually draw the parts. Or I have an activity you can do. If you have a PowerPoint, your parents have something that you can do on the computer, you can make one like this. It's just 2 squares and a rectangle, and you can draw a circle, and you can just practice moving the parts into the smaller squares. So right here I just showed you one part. 2 and 2 is 4. So I hope you guys enjoyed your quick mini lesson. Please share what you guys have done. You can draw it on your own piece of paper, however you would like. I might even get a chance to make a worksheet for you guys to practice. But be sure that you practice with anything you have home. Like I have these markers. You can use cereal, you can use spoons, you can use forks, you can use your shoes. You can use anything that you have at home to practice making parts of numbers. So we've done 3 and we've done 4. Next time I'm going to practice with the number 5. I see you all later.